I'm Jim Schmitt. I'm in Pass Christian, Mississippi. I'm a residential contractor here. Been doing this in the past for going on 40 years. We're sitting here Saturday afternoon waiting for Hurricane Gustav to kind of decide where it's going. Right now it looks like it's probably going to go to our west and we might dodge the bullet, but there are a lot of uncertainties out there. I noticed in the paper they call that the cone of confusion that the Hurricane Center puts out. I think when we think about a hurricane coming here now, I at least personally, my wife and I are a lot less concerned and worried than we were. You know, we think we've been through the worst. We're still here, we're still alive, and all those things that we lost were really just things. So in the past where we were stayed for a lot worse hurricanes, and right now we're going to leave a little earlier than we used to leave, and we're going to not worry so much about what we left behind. It comes, and there ain't a whole lot we can do about it, so there's no sense in worrying too much about that. The other thing in terms of just what's here since Hurricane Katrina that's different, and the reality is not much. People are still building in the wrong places with the wrong methods of construction, and you know, in general, as a whole, I think at least from the construction standpoint, people by and large still have their head in the sand about this. They don't want to. We know we can build better, but it costs more money, so people say, well, let's not spend that money and we'll take our chances. And so we're not a lot different than we were 3 years ago in that respect. What was so hard to deal with here after Hurricane Katrina was the disruption of our lives, disruption of the whole network of doing business or getting anything done here. You know, sure, we don't have air conditioning for a year, or we can't be in our house for a year, or that type of thing, but all of a sudden for a year, 2 years after that, we can't pick up the phone and order materials. You can't call Home Depot and have something delivered. It's a 2 or 3 week wait. You can't, in my business, you can't pick up the phone and get a price on anything. Just the whole network and fabric of the business community was just totally disrupted, and that made life very difficult and frustrating. You know, and the other thing that's very frustrating to myself and the others that have been working very hard to try to get us to come back in a different fashion than we were before. There's a lot of momentum that carries over to just do things in the same old way they've always been done. There's a lot of business as usual attitude in the political realm in particular, but everywhere else. And it's just hard to affect positive changes and do things so that we're better now than we were before. That's just, I said, there's a lot of momentum to just do things the way they were before. It was good enough before, so it's good enough now. Let's just make the same mistakes again. And that's a difficult item for us to deal with.